My child, the words you have been speaking over yourself have been shaping more than your mood. They have been shaping what you expect, what you avoid, what you accept, and what you believe is possible with me. I have heard the sentences you never say out loud. I have heard you call yourself behind, difficult, ordinary, too late, not enough, and disqualified. I have heard you repeat what pain taught you as if it were truth. But listen carefully. The voice that has accused you for years is not stronger than the voice that created you. Stay with me through this message, because before it ends, I will give you a spiritual identity script that will help you reject the language of shame, replace it with heaven's truth, and remain rooted when self-doubt returns. Do not leave this word yet. Today, the old script begins losing authority. Tychoshin, if you are ready to stop speaking agreement with what wounded you. You have been fluent in the language of insufficiency for longer than you realize. You learned it through closed doors, harsh words, comparison, silence, disappointment, and moments where you tried your best but still felt unseen. Somewhere along the way, you stopped saying, "This hurt me," and started saying, "This must be who I am." That is where the lie entered. The event said they did not choose you. The lie said you are not chosen. The mistake said you need correction. The lie said you are a failure. The delay said this is not time yet. The lie said you are a failure. The delay said you are behind forever. I saw that translation happen. I saw you replay the old conversation. I saw you remember the look on their face. I saw you walk into rooms already apologizing with your posture. I saw you laugh when people teased you because you did not want them to know it landed on an old bruise. You have carried more than words. You have carried agreements. And agreements become roots. A word spoken once can wound you. A word repeated inside you can build a home. That is why the enemy works through repetition. He does not always need a new attack. He only needs you to keep rehearsing the old one. I am not enough. I always ruin things. People leave. God forgot me. My time has passed. These sentences sound like thoughts, but they become language. And language becomes expectation. Expectation becomes behavior. Behavior becomes a pattern. Stay with me here. The first thing I need you to understand is this. Not every thought in your mind deserves your agreement. Some thoughts are echoes, some are accusations, some are old pain wearing your voice. You do not need to obey every sentence that appears inside you. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what sentence have I repeated most often about myself? Do not answer with the spiritual answer. Answer with the honest one. Is it, I am too much? Is it, I am not good enough? Is it, I am always late? Is it, nothing works for me? Bring it into the light. What is named can be challenged. What remains hidden keeps speaking. Now listen carefully to this next part. Your worth was never meant to be measured by performance. You have lived as though your value rises when you are productive, helpful, impressive, calm, attractive, successful, needed, or chosen by people. But I did not create you as a project trying to earn existence. You are mine before you perform. You are loved before you succeed. You are seen before anyone applauds. Performance can reveal discipline, stewardship, and growth. But performance was never designed to carry your identity. When performance becomes identity, every mistake feels like death. Every delay feels like rejection. Every correction feels like abandonment. That is why you have been so tired. You were not only doing the work, you were trying to prove you deserve to be here. My child, that burden was never yours. You can grow without despising yourself. You can be corrected without being condemned. You can admit weakness without losing dignity. You can be unfinished and still deeply loved. This is where shame loses power. Shame says, because you failed, you are failure. I say, because you are mine, failure will not be your final name. Shame says, hide until you are better. I say, come close and I will heal what hiding cannot touch. Shame says, you are the worst thing that happened. I say, you are the worst thing that happened. I say, you are still the one I am restoring. Do you hear the difference? Conviction gives you a path forward. Condemnation locks the door and calls it truth. Conviction says, this needs repair. Condemnation says, you are beyond repair. My voice may correct you. It will not erase you. Now I want to show you the twist you did not expect. What if the very mistakes you keep using as evidence against yourself are places where wisdom is being formed? What if the season you call disqualification is becoming the place where humility, discernment, compassion, and spiritual depth are growing? I am not calling sin good. I am not calling pain good. I am not calling betrayal good. I am telling you that nothing surrendered to me has to remain useless. The mistake can become wisdom. The wound can become compassion. The delay can become preparation. The rejection can become redirection. The shame can become testimony. You have been trying to erase every scar before believing I can use you, but I do not need a version of you untouched by life. I need the real you, surrendered, honest, and willing to let me speak louder than what happened. Your scars are not your crown, but they can become evidence that I carried you through. Do not worship the wound. Do not hide the wisdom. You are not qualified because you never struggled. You are being strengthened because you survived with me still near. You understand things now that comfort alone could not teach you. You hear pain in another person's voice faster. You recognize false peace more clearly. You know what it means to need mercy. That matters. What broke your confidence did not cancel my hand on your life. Breathe slowly. Let that sentence settle. What broke your confidence did not cancel my hand on your life. Now we must dismantle the foundation of shame. Shame does not only live in memories, it lives in routines. It lives in the way you speak about yourself casually. It lives in jokes, silence, comparison, over-apologizing, perfectionism, and the way you expect disappointment before anything begins. Shame says, stay small so no one notices you. Shame says, work harder so no one questions you. Shame says, do not ask for help because need makes you weak. Shame says, reject yourself first so their rejection hurts less. But self-rejection is not protection. It is agreement with the wrong voice. You have sometimes called yourself humble when you were actually agreeing with humiliation. Humility says, I need grace. Shame says, I am disgusting for needing grace. Humility kneels before me and receives mercy. Shame hides in the corner and calls hiding holiness. Come out of that corner. You are allowed to be seen while still healing. You are allowed to need help while still being chosen. You are allowed to be learning while still being loved. The old foundation must be broken carefully, not with cruelty, not with self-hatred, not by yelling at yourself in the mirror until you feel strong. The foundation changes when truth becomes more familiar than accusation. That will take repetition. The lie was repeated. Truth must be repeated too. Do not be discouraged when the old voice returns. Its return does not mean you failed. It means a root is being exposed. When you hear it, do not panic. Recognize it. Reject it. Replace it. Type chosen if you believe you are more than what shame called you. Now I will show you the language of victory. Victory does not mean pretending you never feel weak. Victory means weakness no longer gets to name you. Victory does not mean every critical thought disappears. Victory means you no longer build your life around that thought. The language of victory sounds different. It does not say, I am perfect. It says, I am being restored. It does not say, I never fail. It says, I can repair, learn, and rise. It does not say, everyone must approve of me. It says, I am rooted in what God says. It does not say, my past never happened. It says, my past did not own my future. This is not shallow affirmation. This is spiritual alignment. You are learning to speak as someone known, held, guided, corrected, strengthened, and loved. You are learning to stop calling yourself names I never gave you. If you call yourself worthless, you are speaking against my workmanship. If you call yourself hopeless, you are speaking against my power to restore. If you call yourself forgotten, you are speaking against my faithfulness. Be careful with your own soul. Speak as though your heart is listening, because it is. Now here is the spiritual identity script. Use it when the old voice rises. Use it when comparison returns. Use it when you make a mistake. Use it when you make a mistake. Use it when the enemy tries to hand you an old name. The first movement is reject. Say, I reject the lie that I am not enough. Say, I reject the lie that my past defines my future. Say, I reject the lie that I am forgotten. Say, I reject the lie that I must earn love through exhaustion. Do not argue all day with the lie. Refuse agreement. The second movement is replace. Say, I replace that lie with the truth that I am chosen by God. Say, I replace that lie with the truth that I am still being formed. Say, I replace that lie with the truth that God's timing is not my humiliation. Say, I replace that lie with the truth that I can grow without despising myself. Make it specific. If the lie says, you are behind, say, I am guided, not abandoned. If the lie says, you are damaged, say, I am healing, not ruined. If the lie says, you are unwanted, say, I am held by God even when people fail to see me. The third movement is remain. Say, I remain rooted when old thoughts return. Say, I remain chosen when I make mistakes. Say, I remain held when people misunderstand me. Say, I remain guided when the next step feels small. Remain means you do not leave truth just because emotion changes. Remain means you practice agreement again tomorrow. Remain means you let my voice become the deepest root. Now practice it with one lie today, not 10. 1. Write it down like this. I reject the lie that thush. I replace it with the truth that thush. I remain rooted when thush. This is your script. Reject, replace, remain. Use it every morning for 7 days. Say it slowly. Say it when you feel something. Say it when you feel nothing. You are not chasing emotion. You are training agreement. If this message is helping you rebuild your inner language, like this video and subscribe to stay connected with the next words I will use to strengthen your identity. Stay near these messages, because the critical voice loses power when truth reaches you consistently. Now I want to speak to the version of you that feels embarrassed for needing this. You think you should already be stronger. You think you should already know who you are. You think needing reminders makes you spiritually immature. That is another lie. Roots need water more than once. A body needs fruit more than once. A heart needs truth more than once. You are not weak because you need repetition. You are human. You are being renewed. You are learning a new language after years of speaking survival. Be patient with yourself. You have spoken desert language while standing near promise. Desert language says, there will never be enough. Promise language says, God is still providing. Desert language says, I will die here. Promise language says, God is leading me forward. Desert language says, I am forgotten. Promise language says, I am remembered. You are changing languages. At first, it will feel unnatural. The old sentence may feel more believable because it has been practiced longer. But familiar does not mean faithful. Familiar does not mean true. Keep speaking truth. Your future needs a different vocabulary. The door ahead cannot be entered with the same inner language that kept you hiding. You cannot keep calling yourself disqualified while asking me to use you. You cannot keep calling yourself abandoned while asking me to lead you. You cannot keep calling yourself ruined while asking me to restore you. Let your words come into agreement with my work. This does not mean you deny pain. It means pain does not get the final sentence. Say, this hurt me, but it will not name me. Say, I made a mistake, but I am not the mistake. Say, I feel delayed, but I am not forgotten. Say, I am still healing, and I am still chosen. That is the language of the chosen. Now let me redeem the season that taught you the wrong words. Some of those words entered through people who should have protected you. Some entered through environments where love felt conditional. Some entered through failure, rejection, poverty, sickness, betrayal, or years of feeling unseen. I saw it all. I saw how you adapted. I saw how you became careful with your dreams. I saw how you stopped asking for too much. I saw how you became the strong one because needing anything felt unsafe. You were trying to survive. But now I am calling you beyond survival. Survival language helped you endure. It cannot help you flourish. It kept you alert. It cannot give you peace. It helped you avoid pain. It cannot teach you how to receive love. The next season requires a healed tongue. Not perfect, healed. You will begin speaking differently to yourself. You will stop calling every delay a verdict. You will stop turning every correction into rejection. You will stop using one painful chapter as proof that every future chapter must hurt. This is how the cycle breaks. Your children, your friends, your family, your work, and your future relationships will feel the difference. A healed inner language becomes a safer outer language. You will encourage without flattering, correct without crushing, set boundaries without hatred, admit weakness without shame. This is testimony, not just what you say on a platform. How you live, how you speak, how you return to truth after pressure. One day, someone will be near you while they are drowning in the same lie that once ruled you. They will say, "I am not enough." And because you learned the language of heaven in your own hidden battle, you will not answer with shallow comfort. You will speak with authority and tenderness. You will say, "That is not your name." You will know because it was not yours either. The next message will address how to remain rooted when people from your past still speak to the old version of you. I will show you how to keep your identity steady when criticism, misunderstanding, or comparison tries to pull you backward. Stay near for that next layer. Before you leave, comment, "I am who you say I am." Let it become your public agreement and your private anchor. Then practice the script once today. Reject one lie. Replace it with one truth. Remain in one situation. You are not the words they spoke over you. You are not the wound that shaped you. You are not the delay that tired you. You are not the delay that hired you. You are not the mistake that humbled you. You are mine. You are chosen. You are held. You are being restored. From this day forward, let heaven teach your inner world a new language. Speak life where shame once spoke death. Speak truth where fear once wrote conclusions. Speak identity where pain once pinned labels. The old script is not your future. I am handing you the eraser. Now write with me.